Hey Scentsy fans, it's Sarah from Scentsy with Sarah Lynn on Facebook. Just going to bring you a quick what's warming video. But before I get into what I've been warming in home fragrances this week, I had my very first Scentsy fundraiser event, which was super exciting. I'm going to make another video about home parties and how I work my business and so on and so forth. But this was my very first public event. Again, I'll get into it later in another video, but I've never even so much as done a home party. So I was a little bit nervous, but at the same time, when I was approached by a friend of mine who he organizes a ton of events, does tons of work for the LGBT community here in London, Ontario, which is a small city in southwestern Ontario. I don't live there anymore, but I do have a lot of contacts there, and I run my business primarily out of London, Ontario. I live about 45 minutes west out in the country. So I was stoked, and he was doing, he has a series called What a Drag, and it's a drag queen and king show, comedians, performers, so on and so forth. And they were having a dinner and show to raise money for All Breeds Canine Rescue, which is a local rescue in my area. This cause was close to my heart because our 15-year-old Chinese Crested is a rescue. We waited 9 years to find the perfect dog, and I have always wanted a hairless Chinese Crested. Tons of people said, you'll never find one to rescue. Like, those dogs are so rare. It took 9 years, but we finally found one who needed a home. He was rescued from deplorable backyard breeding conditions. He was kept in a teeny tiny crate and only ever let out to breed. So he had severe behavioral issues. His name is Uncle Fester. Adam's Family reference, obviously. He has no hair. He was so skittish, and I mean, he was terrified of his own shadow. He'd never been on a leash before. He had never seen a car before. And he would constantly spin in circles and spin in circles. You know how some dogs do that if they get excited? Fester would do that all the time. He would also, anytime he got anxious or thought that he was in trouble, or if I raised my voice to the kids, like, come on, pick up your stuff, he would go scurrying out of the room. And he had anxiety, diarrhea, you name it. The first 2 years, it was a long battle, and I'm happy I stuck with it, because now he's the most amazing creature and a great part of our family. So anyways, I jumped on the opportunity to be able to help out All Breed Canine Rescue. What I have done is, for the next, well, I guess we're 4 days into it now, but for 7 days straight, I have been donating. I will donate 25% of that is my commission from all of my sales for a 7-day period to this local rescue. As well as all of the funds that we raised last night at the show. I decided doing a show is exhausting. It wasn't like a cash and carry event where I carried all of my stock there and unpacked. We just gave away some swag bags. We basically had a booth set up with some really beautiful showpiece warmers and diffusers. And it was awesome. Just more of a meet and greet, gave away some prizes, and encourage people to place an order online. That way I can donate 25% of their sales to this local charity. So at the event, I'm just going to tell you, it was in Old East Bar and Grill, which is, they have a huge private room in the back that they had booked for the event. So that was a fair size room. I had never tried to warm home fragrance in a space that big, and I really wanted to make an impression, obviously. So I thought the time of year was perfect, and all of the prizes that I gave away were Halloween, fall, very harvest inspired. So I thought pumpkin cinnamon swirl would be perfect. Again, this is October's scent of the month, and it's beautiful. I know I've said in my previous videos that if you're a fan of apple butter frosting, you will absolutely adore pumpkin cinnamon swirl. The scent notes say fresh pumpkin garnished with cinnamon stick and a dollop of whipped icing. This was definitely a crowd pleaser. So I had this in 3 warmers in a ginormous room, and we were in the very, very back corner, right in between the performer's dressing room and the rest of the audience. So I was like, I'm not sure that this is going to be strong enough. We got there about 2 hours early. We started warming the home fragrance. And then I thought, we need to step it up a notch. And I didn't quite know what to do because I didn't have my whole stock with me. I did have this pecan sugarcane vanilla oil. And to be perfectly honest, I bought this before I was even a Scentsy rep or consultant. And I also sell doTERRA essential oils. So when I first encountered these, I was a little skeptical, to say the least, especially because they say 100% natural oils and highly advise against using even their claimed 100% essential oils topically or internally. So Scentsy only endorses using these in diffusers, whereas doTERRA essential oils is actually 100% natural and safe essential oils. So I don't know what this is all about, so I tend to kind of steer away from the essential oils, but I did have my Enchant diffuser with me, which is a beautiful piece. It would be great if I can sell a few of those to raise money for my rescue, or this rescue charity, right? So I started to diffuse pecan sugarcane vanilla, and I had opened this, again, months and months and months ago before I became a consultant. And honestly, it smells like nail polish remover. It sounds terrible. But what kind of 100% natural oil is this that smells like it could remove paint? So I was a little scared, and it was before the guests had started to arrive. I wanted to step it up a notch. So I thought, let's try this and see what it's like. So let me just read you quickly what the notes are for this. It is still available in our existing catalog, even though me telling you it smells like paint thinner is probably not very appealing right now. Oh, of course, I just lost that page. Okay, so here we are. It says 100% natural oils, a blend of naturally derived ingredients, what I thought was paint thinner, and steam distilled essential oils. So in Canada, the price point on these are $13 each. They're 15 milliliter bottles. And the scent I have is pecan sugarcane vanilla, scrumptious layers of sugared pecans, cinnamon, and vanilla. Sounds delicious, right? And then on first sniff, I was like, whoa, what is that? So I tried this last night, and I absolutely stand corrected. Smells awful in the bottle, but when I was diffusing this at the show last night, it was these two together, absolutely all the rave. There was performers coming up to me and asking me what was in the diffuser, and they thought perhaps it was the vanilla that was giving them a very relaxing kind of mood. And they thanked me all night. They're like, this smells wonderful. It's so nice. Like usually our shows backstage doesn't smell this beautiful because there was only a curtain between myself and the dressing room. So everyone was absolutely thrilled with the scent of this. The waitresses and staff at the bar that we were at kept complimenting us. So pecan sugarcane vanilla turned out to be an absolute surprise and crowd favorite last night. combined with pumpkin cinnamon swirl. So if you have a Scentsy diffuser, definitely pick this up. You'll smell it and you'll be like, oh, but trust me, trust me, trust me, this is phenomenal. And I had to put probably about 10 drops, but mind you, I was in a ginormous room. So since then, I've diffused it here at home in a smaller room, and you don't need quite that much. I'd say maybe 5 drops in your diffuser, and it would be fantastic. So again, 25% of my commission from now until September 20th will go to a phenomenal local rescue. They're raising funds to cover vet bills and expenses that all rescues have. So I'm going to put my link down below. If you could place an order, that would be greatly appreciated. I know this charity will thank you very much. So next, on to what I have been warming. If you watch my channel, you know that I'm doing a little, I guess it's series of videos called Scent Scores. So I have kind of been warming on a weird schedule because I want to warm things in a certain order out of the catalog to make my other videos. But I did manage to get through a considerable amount of stuff that I'm not featuring in those videos. So that was exciting. Pumpkin cinnamon swirl. I got through 2 of these this week actually. And again, it's the pumpkin version of apple butter frosting. It's 10% off in the month of October. It's not quite available to public yet, but October 1st, you need to put in an order for this. Definitely a twin pack. If not, splurge and get the 6-pack because you are gonna love this. I have now been doing the pecan sugarcane vanilla at home. Smells like paint thinner. Diffuses amazing. The other one that I did get through was another September scent of the month, Mandarin Toffee Treat. The scent notes on this are sugared mandarin and sugar cane drizzled with creamy toffee butter. If you remember the scent Mandarin Moon, which I was never really a huge fan of, the citrus or the mandarin in it is very reminiscent of Mandarin Moon. But then the toffee treat, to me, it smells like candy corn. I love this. I do find that if you warm this for an extended period of time, it is very sweet. I do have plans to make a mixer video and show you what I've been mixing this with. This mixed with some stuff that we'll discuss in another video. Fantastic. Super exciting. So yes, Mandarin Toffee Treat is 10% off this month. If you want to place an order for either the bars or any of our scent circles, room sprays, as well as Jack. How cute is he? Wouldn't you want him for Halloween? If you place your order now, you'll have Jack in time for all of the festivities in October, as well as we can donate 25% to All Breeds Canine Rescue. The next one that I was warming, and I apologize in advance, I don't have the scent notes for this, but I've emptied another one of my precious Autumn Blaze Maples. This one is phenomenal, and I am so sad that they haven't brought this one back. This is my all-time favorite fall scent, and if it ever makes a Bring Back My Bar, I'm going to vote for this every minute of every day. It's fantastic. Actually, it's making me a little anxious. I want to go over and check to see how many bars I have of this left. So yes, that was 2 pumpkin cinnamon swirls, a Mandarin Toffee Treat, Autumn Blazed Maple, which is no longer available. The next one, this one stresses me out so bad. So I went through one of my to die for apple s'mores This was in the 2017 Spring and Summer catalog. It was in our Corner Cafe collection. So the scent notes say apples, cinnamon glaze, and a drop of coconut milk. Lend a tantalizing twist to classic toasted marshmallow, vanilla cream, and warm cedar wood. That wasn't even on my radar in the spring and summer. I've honestly never read the scent notes at all. I've probably read apple cinnamon and thought, fall, and never ordered it, never even looked at it. It wasn't until I placed my large August haul that I went through all of the discontinuing scents, and I was like, I'll take 3 of those, I'll take 4 of those, I'll take 3 of those, I'll take 4 of those, just so I had some on hand for upcoming events. I don't know what Scentsy was thinking. Apple s'mores is definitely, at least here in Canada, this is a fall and winter scent, 120%. This should have been kept in the catalog. I'm so sad it was discontinued, and I'm really crossing my fingers for next spring and summer. If Scentsy re-releases it, I will be ordering this by the boatload for the fall and winter of 2018, because this should absolutely be in our fall and winter catalog. It is a gem. So if you don't have this, it's no longer available, but if you see this at a cash and carry vendor event, pick it up. It's a top performer. I promise you won't be disappointed, especially if you're up here in Canada. We love our apple scents. It's in September, not in the summertime. So once again, that was another episode of What's Warming. Thanks so much for joining me. Again, 25% of all sales is going to Albury Canine Rescue from now until September 20th. That's not far away. It's just this Wednesday. I will put all of my contact info down below. Contact me, message, join me on Facebook for all the fun, up-to-date, pictures of the show that we were at. Lots and lots and lots of fun stuff on Facebook. So please like my video, subscribe, hit that bell, and I will see you again soon.